It's always the biggest dogs that are the biggest wimps. This cautious girl is Poppy the German Shepherd, and she wasn't very convinced by Scarlett's attempts to tempt her into the bath. With a burst of upper body strength, Poppy was finally in the bath and as far away from the steps as she could possibly be. She was still eyeing up her escape attempts as Scarlett started to rinse her down, but once she was wet, she did actually seem to be a bit calmer. Scarlett started scrubbing in a degreasing shampoo, and Poppy started to look a bit more relaxed with her shampoo massage. After investigating said shampoo bubbles, Poppy was ready to be rinsed, and we started to get an idea of how much hair was about to be plastered all over the salon, and Scarlett's face. Poppy is technically a short-coated German Shepherd, but even then she has about an inch of coat all over. She's still quite young, so she has some growing to do, but she's still perfectly capable of soaking Scarlett completely. With her coat coming out in handfuls, Poppy was finally clean and finally ready for drying. Her face was towelled off, and with a happy hoodie in place, Scarlett could introduce the dryer to a slightly tentative Poppy. After the initial shock, Poppy was beautifully behaved for blasting, and Scarlett was able to start shifting all that coat. The aim was to do most of the drying in the bath, so that the mess could be somewhat contained. But as Scarlett continued blasting, it became pretty clear that the amount of fluff could not be kept to one area of the room, as it started to coat the door, the floor and the ceilings. With the room looking like a bomb site, Poppy was ready for the table and a good brush under the stand dryer. Once she was dry, Scarlett could start shifting any remaining loose undercoat, and there was still a lot to go. Poppy was behaving beautifully for brushing, but all this standing around was getting a bit tiring. Time for a tea break. We're just kidding, this is water. Now it was time to clip the paw pads and trim the nails, and Poppy was absolutely angelic for both. After giving her bum the very lightest of trims, Poppy was all finished and looking much neater. And she seemed to have a bit more of a spring in her step.